You're about to discover why the YouTube algorithm is holding your channel back and what you can do about it.
Brian G. Johnson.
Brian G here, and if you want to grow on YouTube, stake your claim and amplify your message by subscribing. Click on the bell notification and you'll be on your way. It's the people that find your videos and watch that will determine, along with the YouTube algorithm, if the video you published will be promoted by YouTube. And if there's one video metric to focus on, it's audience retention. You see, audience retention makes it possible for YouTube to understand just how much viewers enjoy the video or not, even for a small channel. For example, in March of 2016, I published this video on Apple branding. Now, I should mention that my channel was only 10 days old when I published that video. And yet almost immediately, YouTube started promoting the video in search and suggested locations here on YouTube. But what is exactly audience retention?
According to Google, relative audience retention shows a video's ability to keep viewers compared to all YouTube videos of similar length.
Relative audience retention is your video's ability to keep viewers watching compared to other videos on a similar topic. And this is what YouTube says about audience retention and keeping viewers watching. We've started adjusting the rankings of videos in YouTube search to reward engaging videos that keep viewers watching. And here's another. And videos with consistently high audience retention and watch time have the potential to show up more frequently in search and suggested locations on YouTube. With this information, you can study your audience retention with the goal of improving it to get dramatically different results. And here's how. First, pull up the audience retention for an individual video. Search for the video you want to check out here. Now on the left menu, simply click on Audience Retention. And as you can see here, this video doesn't have the greatest audience retention. But remember, it's all relative. My retention and the watch time metrics are better relative to these videos you see here. Okay, I've got some tips that will help you to dramatically improve your retention, but first you've got to have a goal. Your audience retention goal comes in 3 parts. Number 1, you want your video to hit above average or high relative audience retention as quickly as possible. And number 2, you want your video to maintain above average audience retention for as long as possible. And lastly, you don't ever want to drop below average relative audience retention. This is certainly a challenging goal, but by focusing on these goals, you'll dramatically improve your results over time. We're not striving for perfection, we're striving to do the very best we can. Audience retention tip number 1, some topics are much easier to keep viewers watching than others. For example, when there's something new that people want to learn about, well, they're gonna watch a video even if the quality is subpar, because the most important aspect of that video is the information that they're extremely interested in. So be first and you'll get a big advantage when it comes to audience retention. Props, like signs and books, pointing devices, little things you can bobble to keep people watching. This isn't just a camera, this is a heck of a prop. Is this thing on? Now think about this. If you want more views, the more engagement your videos get, the more likely your upcoming video will be sent to those people that engaged, like left a comment or left a thumbs up on your video. And by including various props in the videos you publish, a lot of times that'll leave viewers asking why. Hey Brian, why are you wearing that glove? And the reason why is just because I thought it was fun and a little different. And it's so easy to incorporate props into your videos. Competition matters when you make a video, and if you want to drive views, and if you create and title your video based on a similar title that millions and millions of YouTubers have used before you, well then obviously you're going to be competing against millions of videos. It seems so obvious, and it is, and it's absolutely the reason why so many struggle. If you're a gamer and you're using things like Let's Play Overwatch or Let's Play Call of Duty Blackout, you're competing against millions of YouTubers and you will lose. However, there are so many keyword phrases that you can select that will be far less competitive. And it's like this in every single niche, no matter what kind of videos you create. It's weird, right? We're talking about keyword phrases on a video about audience retention. But at the end of the day, it's about competition, and what YouTube is going to look at is the watch time metrics, aka retention. So select keyword phrases that are less competitive and you'll go far. I promise. Audience retention tip. Extreme clarity. You want to be really clear on what your video is about, and you want people to be able to follow along easily. When people don't understand, they bail, they bounce. So do your best to be really clear with the videos you publish. YouTube audience retention tip. Edit your video down. If you start out with a 20-minute video, as you're editing, ask yourself, hey, am I really clear here? Can people see what's going on? Does the video make sense? If not, cut that section out, or even better, reshoot it. That's a tip in itself. If you reshoot from a different location, a different angle, well then you'll add visual interest to the video you're publishing. The video pacing of your niche. Pay attention to similar channels, the ones that are doing well, obviously. If the pace is really high, if there are a lot of jump cuts, and a lot of stuff happening on the screen, then emulate that style. It's already proven to be accepted by the viewing audience. It's the viewing audience that determines your success or lack thereof here on YouTube. Another video editing tip, add B-roll, add images and sound effects. The goal is visually engaging, and B-roll, images, that allows you to do just that. Now, by the way, I want to mention you don't need all the fancy tools.
Brian's right. You don't need fancy camera equipment to create a visually stunning video. It's about doing the best you can with what you've got. And for me, that's an iPhone 6S balanced on a stack of books leaning against a mason jar. Anyone can do it.
Start with what you got, do the best you can, and strive to make better videos. And when you start earning enough money on YouTube, you'll be able to buy a fancy camera. Oh, how about your background? Is that engaging? Cool thing about a backdrop is as soon as you get it in place, every video you film there is better. Awesome. Do that for yourself as well as the viewing audience. Create something new. Mostly film indoors? Take it outside. That's why I've been mixing up my videos lately, and the audience has responded really well. Now you can get a huge advantage over the competition by getting viewers to click on your videos more often. And even better, with the new YouTube Studio, you can discover how often they're clicking. Check out the video right there on YouTube Studio Analytics and you'll be well on your way. And if you're new to the channel, click on the yellow B to the G icon to subscribe. Do that and you'll also feed a poodle. I got two and they're hungry. I'll see you next time. You dig?